My name is Jim Gano. I work for a temp agency. The ironic thing is that I have been temping now for about 5 years, bouncing around from hundreds of jobs, but nothing permanent. My parents are permanent employees, so they struggle to understand where it is I'm coming from. They tell me I should pass out resumes and find something that I have a passion for, but I have yet to find a job which involves nachos from 7-Eleven. I enjoy temping. My friends are always asking me, "Hey Jim, you're 28 years old. How long will you continue to do this silly temp thing?" The truth is, I really don't know. And that's the beauty of it. If I wake up on a Monday with a nasty hangover, I can say, "No work for me today. Let's watch some TV." Now who's the silly one? Many people argue that temp agencies are only an excuse for lazy people to find work. So, I haven't looked for work on my own in over 5 years. But how can one not love the lifestyle? One day, you're the king of the mailroom. The next day, you can vanish like dust in the wind. Kinda like that song. Personally, I wouldn't have it any other way. Overpowering CEOs tell me what to do, and I may do it. But that's the beauty of temp work, because you see, I really don't work for them. I've really formed a strong bond with my most recent temp agency. I've had problems in the past with other agencies not respecting my work style, or work ethic, as they like to call it. This agency is different though. They really like me.
Jim! Sylvie, how you doing? Good, listen, I've got some great news. A 2-week assignment. Are you free? Great. Yes, check it out. $12 an hour. Yes, very laid back. It's a startup. It's about 45 people, all very young. And if they like you, they might consider having you for another 2 weeks. Right, stuffing envelopes. 9 a.m. And that means that you have to be there at 9 a.m. Right. Great, Jim. I knew I could count on you. Okay. Okay, call me back. So yeah, Jim came by for the first time like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. No computer skills, no communication skills. He said that he could type, so there was some hope there, but then when we tested him, he can't type at all.
In my line of work, it's very important to be able to use a computer. It opens up the jobs that are going to pay more, you know, and I think mine's satisfactory. Pretty good with the computer, and I think I can credit that to my early days of my use with the ColecoVision and the Atari, you know. For some reason though, Sylvie just doesn't give me those jobs, you know, with the computer skills, and I usually get the mailroom jobs and stuff like that, which is fine. It's just they don't pay as much as the computer jobs.
The success of an employment agency is based on reputation, right? And the way you get a good reputation is if you always have someone on the fly, always. And Jim is always available. Now, fiscally, we don't get anything. We actually lose money off Jim because a lot of times they won't pay us and they won't pay him. And Jim's, I mean, he's not a bad guy, so we feel bad, or I feel bad, and I've talked to the guy in finance, and we'll reimburse him some money. So we actually end up losing money off Jim.
I've had various jobs, you know, before I got into what they call the temp business, you know. I've done a lot of medical studies in the past. Took a lot of heat from my friends though, you know, calling me guinea pig or lab rat, but the money was great, you know. I'm just not really sure about the long-term effects yet. Did a lot of freelance painting during the summer times when I was younger. A lot of my clients weren't too happy about my decisions on their homes, but I would just, I'd tell them, hey, get with the times, man.
There's some jobs that we placed him that were happy with him. There were some. There was a cleaning job that they really liked him, and they actually let him stay for almost a month. They let him stay. They were really happy with him.
Jim, I remember Jim, the temp guy. I think we caught him stealing toilet paper out of the bathroom.
Jim, the temp guy, yeah, he's, I don't really know what he does. He got me coffee.
There's plenty of opportunity for creativity in my line of work. Take filing, for example. Sometimes I'll file things in alphabetical order. Sometimes I'll color coordinate the tabs. Sometimes I'll do what I like to call the fancy file, where I just throw them all together. The ironic thing about that is it's not really fancy at all. As far as decisions go, I make plenty of huge decisions every day. My biggest decision, of course, is where I'm going to go to lunch. Big pizza fan, love falafels and burritos. About 3 or 4 of those a week, so that's my biggest decision through the day.
We actually hired him here once, here at the temp agency.
Hey, Sylvie.
Hey, Jim. He doesn't mean any harm or anything. Most of the time, he doesn't even know he's doing anything wrong. He's like an overgrown child. This one guy called me once, CEO of a company, just starting something and just wanted someone to be there to get his breakfast. Wanted someone to be there to just boss around. So I thought Jim would be perfect. So they're chatting, he just gets there, they're sitting down, they're facing each other, their 2 desks are facing each other. And the CEO tells Jim that he likes driving around, loves driving. So Jim gets up and grabs the back of his chair and starts speeding him on his rolling chair around the entire office. And there they go by the staircase, and the CEO tumbled down. We were faced with a lawsuit.
A lot of these jobs are pretty dry, pretty boring, so I like to have a little fun in the office, and I don't see a problem with that. I remember one temp job I took. I got caught on a security camera, goofing around, which I didn't think was cool at all, I'm just having a little fun in the office.
He's also been caught on a few of those security cameras. A lot of the companies that I've sent him to have these surveillance cameras, and that's led to the termination of a few of his jobs, which is unfortunate. But if you would have seen his actions on some of these tapes, anybody in their right mind would have fired him. So I try to place him in jobs that don't have these cameras.
I've been living in San Francisco now for about 2 years, I've had the same roommate for 2 years. We get along great. Hey guys.
What a dork.
They're good guys, just they like to tease me a lot, and they don't work, I don't think, and so they're pretty loud when they come home in the evenings. I'm trying to sleep, I gotta get up pretty early for these jobs.
So, regardless of all the catastrophes and all the complaints and all the unreliable episodes.
Hi, is this the smut line?
Well, we're gonna keep giving him assignments, He grows on you, He kind of justifies that little part of us that's Jim. We all have a little Jim in us, and we can count on him. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to him.
Who cares if temp work doesn't always offer a great outlook for the future, or provide a path for a career that may interest you?
All I do know is that if it wasn't for temp work, many of us would be permanently unemployed.